Welcome back to my channel. If you love thrifting, flipping, and styling, then you are in the right place. Today, we are headed to the thrift store to see what we can find to inspire us and create a beautiful home decor. I know y'all gonna love today's video. Let's go ahead and get started. What is this? Oh, it's metal, weathered. That's really cute. I think it might be for like a light fixture, but maybe we can find a base for it and turn it into a cute little cloche. It's $3. I went through my stash to find a base, and this is what I thought looked the best with it. It was just this round weathered wood piece that I had, and it goes perfectly with the weathered look of this light cover. Now what I want to do is I'm going to add some floral to put inside of our cloche. So I got my drill and a drill bit, and I'm going to drill a bunch of holes in my wood round. And then I grabbed some lavender and started cutting the sprigs off. I'm not really worried if it's a little bit taller than my cloche because I think it'll look good if it comes out the sides. So that's why I picked a taller kind of spriggy greenery, but I think any greenery would look good in here. Then I grabbed my hot glue gun and just glued the sprigs into the little wooden holes that I had created. And I am so glad I decided to add my floral this way instead of just putting it in a vase inside the cloche, because I love how it looks just kind of stuck into this piece of wood, and I think this is definitely something I'm going to be recreating. This is adorable, and I need to find some more light covers ASAP. I love how the lavender is kind of coming out of the metal cloche. I think it was the perfect floral option, and like I said, I really like it without the cloche as well, and we'll be doing more of these really soon. For this next project, I actually got the idea from an estate sale I recently went to. I'll put a picture right here, but I saw these baskets that were decoupage, and although I didn't like the look of these particular baskets, I had the idea and I wanted to try it out. So let's see if we can decoupage some baskets. To create this project, I'm going to be using this basket that I had on hand. The IOD Garden Bouquet stamp is all of these beautiful florals, and they are large. That's my favorite part of this stamp. Some white tissue paper and some China Blue IOD ink. Normally when you're stamping, you're going to want to put your stamps on a thin mount, but for these very large stamps, I just cut the backer that they are on, and that acts as my thin mount. I decided not to use all of the florals in the stamp. I'm just going to use the hydrangea. I inked it up with the blue ink, and I'm just going to stamp this tissue paper. I'm not going to think about the pattern too much. I'm just going to continue to stamp until the tissue paper is fully covered. And I did stamp 2 pages of tissue paper for this project, and look how beautiful my custom hydrangea tissue paper came out. Now let's grab the basket and grab some Mod Podge. I forgot to tell y'all were going to need that. I'm going to do a layer of Mod Podge on the basket, and then I'm going to take the tissue paper and just lay it across the basket. I'm going to lightly just pat it into the Mod Podge. You want to be a little bit gentle so you don't tear your tissue paper. It worked out perfectly because one sheet of tissue paper covered the front and the back of this piece. For the sides, what I did is I just folded it over and cut off whatever I thought was excess, and then just folded it in, added Mod Podge. It's okay if it overlaps here. It really goes with the decoupage look. So don't be concerned about overlapping your paper or getting wrinkles. It all adds to the look of this. So I just kept going around the basket until this first piece of tissue paper was completely Mod Podge to the basket. For the top, I cut a piece of tissue paper to put over it, but then I decided that I thought it would be really cute to just not put any decoupage paper on the handle and leave that bare. So I just did the sides of the handle, just doing the same method, adding the Mod Podge and then putting the paper on top. This is the finished piece, and how French country cottage adorable is this. Came out a lot better than I expected, actually. Now let's style it up. I put a little wooden breadboard in there. This is the late bloomer half sphere in yellow. I love yellow and blue together. This is my favorite cotton tea towel, and of course you can find these products on my website, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. I have to be honest, I honestly was not sure if this was going to work out, but I love the way that it looks, and you can see the basket texture and even the basket itself coming through in places. I think the hydrangea stamp is just absolutely perfect on here. Y'all, please let me know what y'all think about this project. I hope you guys are enjoying today's video so far. I want to take a quick minute to tell y'all about Whatnot. It is no secret that I am absolutely obsessed with this app. So all day long, they have different auctions going on, anything and everything you could be interested in. My daughter is currently obsessed with all of the Lululemon auctions over there, and there's a lot of them. They also have vintage coins. They have lots of different clothing, shoes, new live plants. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, anything and everything. And I love it so much that I am doing 2 shows a week for the next few weeks. So next Tuesday, I'm going to be having my mystery box sale. Y'all love this one. I don't know what's in these boxes. You don't know what's in them. We're going to open them up together, and all of the auctions will start at $1. And next Thursday, I'm going to have a home decor auction. So all of the beautiful vintage, rusty crusty, all the things we love, that will be in that sale, and it's already pre-listed, so you can see what is available. And if you're brand new to Whatnot, make sure you scan the QR code on my screen right there, or click the link in the description, because you're going to get a $15 credit to use on Whatnot, and you can use it on anybody's auction. It does not have to be mine, and you can also use it for the items in the Buy It Now section. So all of the beautiful home decor and floral pieces I have on my website, I also have it in the Buy It Now on Whatnot, so you can use your coupon over there. So y'all, definitely make sure to come check out all of the sales that I have coming up, and I will have it linked in the description for y'all. I love this dad piece. I've bought it before and it took forever to sell, but I really like it. So there's supposed to be pictures that go there, but I just took that off and just left the glass piece. I don't know what kind of adhesive they used on these pieces, but it is some heavy duty stuff. So I grabbed my heat gun and a little screwdriver, and I was able to scrape off all of the paper. And then I just took some window cleaner, glass cleaner, and cleaned up the piece, and it shined up perfectly. It just took a little bit of elbow grease. I think that this piece looks so much better, just a solid piece of glass. I thought it would look great in front of this picture of my husband and the girls, and I was planning on selling it, but I think it looks too good in my house, so I think I'll be keeping this one for myself. I found this bike in a bin, and I really like the look of it, and I thought it'd be a fun challenge to see if I could turn this into a cool piece of home decor. With so many details, the easiest thing to do here is to grab some black spray paint and take this thing outside and give it 1 coat of paint. Now you could just leave it black like this, but you know I'm not going to. We're going to make this look even better. So I took the Dixie Belle Iron Patina paint, and now I'm going to paint this on the whole bike. I'm just going to do 1 coat. That'll be perfectly sufficient since the bike is already black. Then I'm going to take the Dixie Belle blue and green patina spray and spritz the front and the back of this bike. And what's going to happen is everywhere that the iron paint is, it will have a very cool reaction. So as you can see, it's still black, but now it has this really cool patina on top of it. So we took this plastic pink bike and made it look really old and aged. And now I feel like it needs to be on a stand. I had this napkin holder in my stash, so I took off the top, and I'm going to take some hot glue and attach the bike to this to make a really awesome wooden stand for it. How awesome did this bike turn out? That's why I love the Dixie Belle Patina products. You can take a pink plastic bike and make it look like a piece of art. I kind of want to find another bike and try it with the bronze patina paint. I think that would look amazing. All right, guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what was your favorite project. I think mine was, I don't know, I really liked how the decoupage basket came out. I honestly wasn't sure if it was going to work, and I think it looks super cute. Let me know what you think, but I did love how the lavender looked in that weathered little round wood piece, and I definitely want to recreate that. I wasn't expecting to like that so much, and it just went perfectly with that weathered little cloche. And I know this video was a little bit shorter, so I'm just gonna let y'all know now that probably for the next few weeks, my videos might be a little bit shorter as we're preparing to move and then moving. And that is just taking up a lot of my time, but I still plan on putting out a video every single week for y'all. It just might be a little bit shorter. Y'all, look at the colors of the month for February. Are y'all ready for some spring DIYs? I am absolutely loving these colors. We have lichen, we have lamp white, we have a brand new color, lavender haze. It's like purple tones with also some gray undertones. Absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to use this color. And then we also have pine blue. So if you don't know what the colors of the month is, it's $29.99. I've picked 4 fusion colors and ship them straight to your door, and that price does include shipping, so they change out every month. It is a great way to try out all of the fusion testers. And if you also want to try milk paint, I have a club for that as well. It's the milk paint plus colors of the month club. So you're going to get the 4 colors that I just showed you plus 2 milk paint colors. And of course we have to do the lavender milk paint, and then we have this beautiful solstice blue. So if you're interested in joining that subscription, I will leave a link in the description for y'all. And don't forget that my vintage drop is the first Wednesday of every month, so that is coming up, the February vintage drop, and I will link that also in the description, as well as my upcoming whatnot sales. You'll definitely need to check it out. Oh, I actually just finished a sale today, and it was so much fun. It was blue and white themed, and it was beautiful. So don't miss out on my upcoming sales. Everything will be linked in the description as always. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you are inspired, and I will see y'all next week for another DIY shopping and styling video. Bye guys.